So at this point in time, we are going to have a brief session. Remember, yesterday we had a brief session with a DP. Oh, was it yesterday? The other day, with the DPMOs who are sharing their impressions. And at this point in time, we are going to hear from the youth. Youth form about 70% of Uganda's population, and their thoughts matter. And it is at this moment that I'm going to invite the following forward. Joab, oh, is this Joab our winner? Yes, Joab, kindly come forward. Merab, Akuto Jennifer from FINASP, Happy from Makere, Ruth, and Lillian. Kindly join the podium. Okay, and then so you're very welcome. And it is well known that continuity of anything is very important. And youth, you are the next generation. So it is very important that you engage in these discussions. Please start by introducing yourselves, your name, and where you study from or where you work. Just a little bit about yourself in just 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to represent, to be part of the youth that are going to give feedback about the UFAS Extension Week. I'm Lillian Owembabazi, an animal scientist by profession, and I work at Kabi. It's my first time attending the Extension Week, and I'm glad to have been in one of the planning meetings before today, so I'm happy to see that it eventually has been realized. Thank you.
I'm called Msimenta Ruth, a student from Makere University, final year, doing Bachelor's of Agriculture and Rural Innovation, a proud member of UFAS. I'm happy to be here, and this is my first time to attend Agriculture Extension Week. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Twebas Happy, also a student at Makere University, and I'm a born of Kazo district. I do agriculture and rural innovation, and it's my first time to be here, and I'm not a member of UFAS. But by God's grace, today evening I'm joining UFAS. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Akol Merab, a final year student of Bachelor's of Agriculture and Rural Innovations, also a student of Makere University. I'm a UFAS member, and I'm very happy to be here.
Welcome.
Good morning once again.
Good morning.
I am Joab Tugume, the champion of the day. I'm a member of UFAS, a student at Makere University, Agriculture and Rural Innovation. I'm very happy to attend the Extension Week 2026, and I'm very happy that the youth have very, very much been included. Thank you so much.
Good morning, members. Good morning. My name is Akulo Jennifer. I work for FINAPS Uganda. At the same time, I'm also serving as RAS facilitator for UFAS. You're most welcome. Today is my second time to attend experience sharing. Thank you.
I have 2 questions for each one of you, and these questions are pregnant. You know what I mean? So, number 1, before attending this event, what were your expectations? Okay? And which sessions so far have felt more relevant to you as the youth? Starting from here.
Thank you very much. Before coming for the extension week, in my mind, I was actually thinking, it just says extension week. It doesn't really say whether it's an exhibition, whether it's a conference. So in my mind, I was wondering, is it conference setting? Is it a show of sorts? But coming here, the experience has been, I think I would even, I don't know if it would be an upgrade, if we call it a conference or something, because having the side rooms, having the different organizations showcase what they are doing, for me, that was actually a highlight, because it gives the different organizations a chance to really pitch what they are doing and go in depth. And at some point, you're torn between where to go, which is good and bad, because you feel like you want to be everywhere, you want to know what is happening everywhere. But I'm looking forward to today's communique, which I believe will summarize what has been going on where I wasn't. And for me, that was one of the key highlights. The second question. Eh?
Yes.
And then the other one, what was very relevant to us as youth, I think one of the shouting things was AI. And as somebody who also promotes a lot of digital tools at Kabi, it's actually a very lucrative part where the youth should be involved. And I hope we can, in the future, digitize it and learn to earn from it, because that will be the only way to keep us as youth into the agriculture sector. Then the other key highlight that was also very relevant was the agriculture part of it. The field visit, yesterday's field visit, where the practice meets the theory that we've been talking about for these 3 days.
All right, thank you. Pass to Ruth. Ruth, some questions. What were your expectations and which session was relevant to you?
Okay, well, to me, I say my expectations, I expected that this extension week is more of extension workers, maybe different extension workers from different parts of the country coming here to sit and negotiate on how to make extension better, more about extension only. That's what I thought. Like she said, I think you should change the name somehow.
Okay. So, and which of the sessions were most relevant to you, Ruth?
To me, the session was the getting ready, the strategies to boost employability, where they were training used to be more job seekers. Job creators, not job seekers.
Okay, great. Employability stood out for you, Ruth. Let's now hear from Happy, your expectations and the session that you related with.
One, when I heard of the extension week, what came into my mind, it was like I'm going to find a lot of actors who are in the agricultural value chain and the extension workers at the district level and the private sectors. But it's unfortunate, one, from my real district where I come from, we were not represented by the DPO. Whether did he know about this or he adamantly ignore? So to me now, I can say I'm representing the whole of the 2 districts, Kazo and Chirhula, because it is the area where we are specifically the cattle keepers.
Yeah.
But whereby the extension staff is not had anywhere. Whereby to hear of an extension worker, you just hear just in words. Yeah. I'm talking this because it is being recorded. I can't speak any fourth information. Because even if you want the backup, I can provide evidence. And for the case of my expectations,
1 minute,
also
please. One minute.
What I achieved, it is I came knowing that I'm going to find the digital people, and indeed I found I know farm, there is agriculture. I was more of the I know farm. It is what I used more in my internship, the project implementation. And another thing, it is about yesterday's field tour. we went to Nalo, whereby the livestock people, it's like they were not prepared for us. They just took us in a room and they lectured. But I can say also the manager had some professional skills where he came, by the time we were leaving,
Okay.
he apologized that some areas were out of bounds.
All right,
But no.
that is
Thank you.
noted. Thank you so much. Now let's hear from the next person.
Good morning once again.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Yes, I call Merab. So my expectations before I came here was that, well, I'm going to make a lot of connections. It's time to connect. And I was really very excited that I'll come and make a lot of social capital, which I have done. And I'm very grateful for that. So I also expected to meet a lot more of extension workers only. But from what I have seen, there is different experts from agriculture, the side of ICT, which is really nice. And from what I've learned so far is from the connections that I've made, people have rich knowledge and they have different perspectives. So you get to hear from the different perspectives of people. And then as an extension worker, I learned that you're supposed to keep enriching yourself with a lot of knowledge. And as you're giving out your extension services to the farmers, it should be developmental. Even if it's something that you don't know about, you can still connect them to the people that they know, and they will see and feel your relevancy. Thank you.
Thank you, Merab. Pastor Joab.
Thank you so much, Joab Tugume, my
Champion of the day.
champion of the day. My expectations rose with time when I was seeing the hype of the extension week, mostly in the offers group. Someone called Lisa every time posting 8 days to go. This person is going to be there, you know. It was just a lot. I was like, if I miss this extension week, oh my God, I will have missed a lot. Then we tried our ways out. The fee was generally somehow high, but please first help, and we appreciate Dr. Miro for the efforts so that us students can also manage to come. I remember one time I was in Dr. Beatrice's inbox telling him at least we can reduce for 1 day for students, and then she told me, no, you can get a few students, but they get a lot, and I've seen we've honestly gotten a lot for the whole week. So I expected to meet a lot of people, and then what caught my attention this week is when I was reading one concept note that I found in a group, somewhere youth responsive, market-oriented models. I was like, wow, these are things I have to see myself, have to be there. And I was happy. Dr. Patience, when I was talking, I was like, extension has to be inclusive, youth and women, and not just participation, but also leadership. So this was a plus. And then again, when Dr. Miro was giving his speech, he asked the question, what would extension look like if markets are assured? I wrote down that question. So when I went back, I was like, this question really had a lot of meaning. So when I tried to think about it, I was like, maybe a farmer out there will call me because he knows if I grow my maize, this variety, I will get out this and I will sell to these people. So it really made a lot of sense having market-oriented models. So I think this has been so much educative.
All right, thank you. Lastly but not least, Jennifer, share with us your expectations and what stood out for you.
Thank you very much. For me, my expectation in this experience sharing, since today is my second time, mine was just to learn the different new innovations, different partners has. For example, from JZ, I was able to learn something from there. World Vision, UFAS, DFRAST, and many others. Really, you people, you have met my expectation. And what stood for me, it was how Dr. Lamy made the presentation on scientific Google. Right now, I can say I'm graced. Then on the other side, on how people come here and make the presentation really made me to take that thing back home. I'll also go and start doing it. Then the other aspect of how business people operates, that was also stood me very well. Then on the other side of the field, really we learned a lot from the field. Much thanks to the organizer for organizing this experience sharing and extension week. Really, we have learned a lot from it as youth. Now, when we go back there, people normally say youth are just idle people, but I know when I go back there, I won't be idle like the way I came, but at least my eyes is now open to go and open other people's youth outside who didn't get time to come and attend this extension week. Just
All
what I
right.
can say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. You're still with the microphone. The last but not least, in the room here, we have policymakers, we have employers, we have extension leaders. If you had one message to them, what message would it be?
Okay, the message I have for them, it's just that you people, we know as youth, for us, we are lacking behind always. So the only message I have for you people, at least in case of any event which is always happening, please include youth also, because as you see here in this room, there are few youth which are inside here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joab.
To the policymakers and the big people here, sustainability, so that we do not tamper with our ability in the future as the youth. I think sustainability should very, very much include the youth. And if there are policies going to be made, I would love the youth to be involved, because there is nothing for the youth without the youth.
All right,
Thank you so
noted.
much.
Nothing for the youth without the youth. Yes, Mirab.
For the policymakers, I say this out of the experience I had from Kawanda yesterday, where they explained that they have made a lot of innovations, but then the government policy is not letting them to share out these innovations to the people. So to the policymakers, I would say that you should trust the youth with the innovations that they have and give them the chance to exercise what we have. Include us in all the policies that you're making, because I think we can better represent ourselves because we know ourselves and we know the part at which we are coming from. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Next, please.
To me, to the researchers, my humble appeal is let's involve farmers in idea creation. Let the farmers be the center of creating their own ideas. And you pick up those ideas and go and make research about them. Because whenever you go and make your own research without reaching to the farmers, knowing the problems that are being affected by farmers, the rate of adoption will be low. Then to all of us in this building, let's professionalize our jobs. Professionalism is the key. When you lack professional skills, you won't deliver what is expected by the clients. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Happy? Yes, Ruth.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. To me, for policymakers, it is going to stem from yesterday's experience in horticulture and agrobusiness and agrotourism, whereby Joseph, as a youth, has his own income generating agricultural business, agricultural enterprise. But he said that the machines he's using, or when you look at the greenhouse structure, the money, the input is very high. So policymakers, please think of putting in policy that favor the inputs of agricultural inputs that are imported in Uganda that can help in industrializing agriculture, or in, for example, machines of processing should be at low cost or reducing the taxes on those inputs, so that if as I'm a youth who wants to start something, a company to process something, I can easily get that in that machine at a low price. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much. And lastly, Lillian.
Since we're talking about extension, which is not a product, I think with the experience I've had working with extension workers, one of the things that we need to do is shout. Shout and shout and shout about our work. Yeah, because somebody has already said, you're not seen. I mean, he's part of us here on the panel. But I know the work that extension workers are doing down there. So shout and shout and shout about your work until you're heard, until everybody is able to see what you're doing. And that is the only way we shall do the BDS that we are shouting about.
All
And the
right.
other one that is something that has been done by UFAS, private sector-led extension. I mean, 1,800 to one person.
Yeah.
So yeah, involve the private sector more and more and more in this extension work that we are doing.
All right. Thank you so much. A big round of applause for our youth here. We are ending with a group photo. Let's stand up for a group photo as we wait for the next presenter, who will be Adong Lydia. Thank you so much.